Hi. How's everybody doing? So we're going to go over some financial aid. You get loans. Thank you very much. So I want to point out a couple things on what my colleague here said. So your direct deposit with payroll, that's different than your financial aid refund. That's two different direct deposits. So what you sign up in my WSU is not the same as what he's got you doing. So do know. Right, so payroll is a separate process. So even if you're signed up to get your refund through direct deposit, you have to sign up separately for that payroll for your check to be direct deposited. So just know that. So let's see, some of you are real familiar with the FAFSA. Hopefully you know by now you have to do that every year. And then you're eligible for loans as a grad student. Yippee skippy loans, okay. Hopefully you all did your exit counseling from an undergrad, and that's where you probably told them, hey, I'm going to grad school, and that loan deferment would go on. If that didn't happen, if you're getting bothered about paying back some undergraduate loans, get in touch with your loan servicer or go back to studentloans.gov and let them know that there's been a change. I brought some handouts. They're on the back table with the table skirt. So if you do need any more information or clarity on any of this, I do have some things you can take with you. And I brought some cool rubber bracelets with our website on it in case you don't know that either. So this is just an overview of the most common types of aid you're going to see. You also may have to, again, do a master promissory note for your loans. The Grad Plus loan is credit-based, so you have to be approved for that. So just FYI on those. They work a little differently than they do as an undergrad. This is really hard to see. It's the cost of attendance. I believe it is not updated based on the tuition reductions that we just did. The information's all on our website. So even if this is off a little bit, the most recent information is going to be current on our website. We had to do a lot of updating when that tuition reduction happened to see if everything was cool. It's also on the handout. But that looks right. The total for graduate students is $28,760 for that entire cost of attendance. Okay, so here's some important dates for us. So I want to reiterate what I heard Rita say more than one time. If you are not seeing your department waiver, do you call us? Not first. Contact your department. So it's a real drag when you wait on the phone or make an appointment, you come see us, and you're like, where's my where's for your graduate assistantship? Where's my funding? And we're going to ask you, did you ask your department? That's the first call. So we do what we're told sometimes, and we need to get that information from them. That's also the case with some departmental scholarships. So we might be the last to know in some of these scenarios, so just be sure the other folks are in line and they've done what they've done, are supposed to do, then come to see us. So tomorrow is the first day aid will start to disperse, provided there's no holdups or no outstanding checklist items. It rolls out in batches. So we're giving aid to about 19,000 people. They don't all get it like at 12:01 tonight. So it's going to come out a little bit at a time. It may take a couple days for that to happen. It's millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. So it might take a little bit. So by Friday is when most students will have that happen as those batches roll out. I'm going to ask you all to keep an eye on your MyWSU. So we have these great processes and we have lots of great electronic things that happen. Surprise, they're not perfect. So I'm going to want you to keep track as well. If you know your department sent what they were supposed to send and you know it's been a couple days and something doesn't look right, that's when we want to hear from you so we can really do some problem solving with you and figure out if it is an error that we're not maybe familiar with. So sometimes errors go unnoticed because we don't know. So we're relying on you sometimes to tell us that information. So I'm going to encourage you to be that second set of eyes for us and work in partnership with us. Okay, so if you have your budget, right, your cost of attendance and your funding, but something's changed. We have something called an academic year revision request. Some of you are familiar with this. So if your computer dies, you need a new computer, or transportation issues happen, this is the list of ways we can increase your budget. What that means to you? More loans. Just FYI. So that may be the only thing we have available to you, but these are some ways if you run into a jam with expenses and you're funded up to that cost of attendance, this is the only way we're able to reconsider what might be going on with you. All these forms are located on our website, which is right there, finaid.wsu.edu. The Forms tab is over on the left-hand side. It's in this black bar and it says Forms. So if you have any questions about any of it, you want to let us know, gee, as I only took half my loan, now I need the rest of my loan, you're more than welcome to call or come in, but you can also tell us with the loan action request form. So take a look in those forms and see if we can't save you a trip in or some frustration maybe waiting on the phone, although they're pretty under control today, but our longest wait times can last up to an hour And we're sorry, because all those 19,000 people, they're calling at the same time. So that can put us behind a bit. So if there's any way we can show you how to do this outside of that, that's kind of our goal. But certainly we want to be there for you as well. And here is our contact information. Now keep in mind, we don't put charges on your account. We don't have a financial hold, so if you owe the school money, that's not our hold either. So what can also be frustrating is coming to us for functions our office doesn't do. So please know we work with the financial aid, we work with scholarships, we work with your assistantship. I don't know why the library charged you $50. I would send you to the library first to find out maybe why. So just kind of think for a minute who you should go to so we don't have to misdirect you or send you back and forth to different offices. And so here, like I said, here's our contact information. I'm seeing I'm almost down to 5 minutes. Let me check. Oh, well, there we go. So again, I've got those handouts, and I'm going to stop talking, and somehow we're going to do questions.
Well, and if people have questions, you can, are you guys going to be here after?
I can't stay, but I did make myself a big note, which is good because I already forgot to talk a little bit about scholarships. So hopefully you know there's the WSU General Scholarship application. It's open right now for next fall. Yes, graduate students probably have some things in there. I would encourage every student to do it every year, just like you do your FAFSA every year. Do that General Scholarship application. Information, again, is off our website. There's a tab to the right under announcements. Fill that application out. Scholarships, generally speaking, for that General Scholarship application, most of them have been posted. If you're waiting on a departmental scholarship, they have to tell us. Start with them. If you were expecting to see it by now and you haven't seen it, whoops. Start with them, and then you can let us know if they said, oh yeah, we sent it. If they say, yeah, we sent it this morning, we're probably not going to be that quick. We're in a really high time. Our processors are doing hundreds of these a day, but they might just have to get to them, and they're coming in hundreds a day as well. So we're going to ask for a little bit of patience, but ask where it is first. If you have an outside scholarship you're waiting on, that goes to student accounts first, not to us first. They tell us when the money's here, then we place that on. So a couple things about scholarships. I moved the through the course of dropping that. So I'll hang out for a couple minutes. I don't have a lot of time, but I'll hang out for a couple minutes to see if I can be helpful. Thank you.